full of kids, broken teeth, sliding down every corner of the road, wearing torn short tools, leaving our time, everything was fine, and playing under the rain all day, pants or no pants or stress never in crime. If you come from where I stay, you might get used to a confused way that I meet you, and all the tragic events you meet here. In an environment full of smokers and drunks and probably casual the kids in the backyard, occasionally experimenting with paper smoke to satisfy a child's curiosity with early immorality. If you come from where I stay, you get used to 1 square meal. That is if by any chance you manage to find a shape like square, in an economy broken with fluctuations and currency depreciations to a point where a cup of gari or even filling your gas is regarded an asset, or suffer severe hunger till sunset. If you come from where I schooled, you call out of college, educated but indoctrinated into the same trend in society, psychologically, finding no moral sense of direction and guide other than semesters of notes and assignments that in no way address the demand for a changing society. If you come from where I school, you be certified for your ignorance, cultism amongst all of the devices. If you come from where I stay and worship God, it's another story. With so much sentimental attachment, tribalistic sentiment, and even enough, it's very unsafe. So if you don't find safety in the house of God, where else do you seek for that? If you come from where I stay, let me hear the story while growing up. About half a dozen children, all girls born to low income, coupled together in poverty, struggling every day with the miserable life of an unemployed mother and drunk as father. And 8 years down the line, with our very own eyes, we saw these innocent girls blindfolded out of college into a world of sexual abuse. Just every needed to produce a penny for survival. If you had come from where I stay, you see destiny is wasted in flower milling. Oh God. If you come from where I stay, you see open streets with street kids led to explore the emptiness of life inspired by addiction to substances, feeding from trash cans, humiliation, rejection, anxiety, loneliness, etc. With no acceptance into a good path of living. Come from where I stay in Calabar, we call them Skolomos. If you come from where I stay, there's no need to explain, oh my God, when a girl happens to birth at the age of 13, no need shouting about female genital mutilation, or when the statistics show a drastic increase in the rate of child abandonment, or if we shocked at the news of early marriages. If you come from where I stay, you see ladies exploited like beverages. And finally, if you come from where I stay, familiar with the noise of sirens floating in traffic, lawmakers breaking the laws. And no matter how much you argue and try to make sense, showing all your documents and driver's license, you still be forced to pay your tithes to the prophet in black suits, or follow the other instruction. You're following us to the station. If you come from where I stay, if you really come from where I stay, then you must be a Nigerian. I wouldn't say I'm lost, but somehow I found missing. But guess what? This poem is a lie, because it's not my identity. It's not what describes my conviction in Christ. But I ask you a question. What happens when the government neglects us? What happens when NGOs neglect us? What happens when the intelligence of our human calculation neglects us? We look to an ultimate source. That's the definition of our salvation. So if we're wondering the practical manifestation of your power in Christ, then I've given you the problems. You can see them. That this is what we are supposed to do. To stand in the gap of society and manifest that light. I'd like to conclude the next poem with an instrumental